Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that bit of footage. I shot that yesterday evening and thought it looked quite good, so I thought we'd open the video with that. So we've got the 8F with a number of sort of goods, closed type vans, meat vans, fish vans and so on. So I think some of them I showed before that I'd brought back from the trip to Leicester, the Train Collectors Society, that I've just got around to cleaning all of these up over the last sort of couple of days or so. I thought I'd get them all on the railway. So we'll just let that go round one more time, and we'll bring them to a stop a bit closer. So I have also got some of the cabling sorted out under here. All of the power leads for the controls have all been dropping onto the floor, and I've always been tripping over them. So I've moved them and sort of concealed them and routed them nicely towards the back of the railway table and back down the wall, so they're all out of the way. That's all really neat and tidy. So I'm quite pleased with that. Here comes the train again, and I haven't got the controls, so I suppose we should let it go one more time. So I think what we'll do, we'll catch this on the next time around and bring it to a stop, and then we'll get them off and just have a quick look at them on the bench. I've got to tidy that up yet, and not too much of an in-depth view, but we'll just get them up and have a look at the camera, because some of them, I think they're quite interesting. They're not necessarily in great condition, but as I say, they do run quite nicely. I've changed one coupling and refashioned one of the wheel hangers, so it didn't take too much to get them back into running condition. So I think if we just bring this to a stop nearer the workbench, and I'll get all tidied up and we'll have a swift look over them. It's a nice smooth stop there. I've got the wagons that make up that train on the bench here. Here's the brake van. This one was on the railway for quite some time, so I left it on with these. So I know we've had a look at this one before. Rather nice with the little chimney there and these little wire stays making it up there, and the printed on windows. I really like those. Underneath we've got this the right way up. We've got Hornby Dublo, made in England, and Meccano Limited. The wheels run really nice and freely, unlike these ones before I cleaned them up the other day. So we'll pop that one to one side, and we've got this whole variety of wagons here, all basically the same construction, I think, with different printing on the various tinplate sides. I'm just going to grab this catalogue here for a moment. I think we've seen this before. This is from 1953 to 54. I keep losing focus on this. We've got the dealer stamp here. So if I just open this up, we've got a number of these wagons on here, but I think there are so many different variations over time. I don't think we'll ever find all of them in the one catalogue. Let's just have a look here. So we've got the goods van there, and there we've got a fish van. We've got a meat van in white, and what else have we got? Very similar wagon here. We've got the cattle truck and the horse box. I think they all shared the same chassis. I haven't got a horse box or the cattle wagons on the railway at the moment. Let's just fold that up. We'll have a quick look over some of these. Let's bring this one up the camera. I think I got three of these. One of them is slightly lighter in colour. Let's have a look at that. Very, very shiny. Whoops, I've completely lost the focus there. It's got a nice shiny grey roof. And again, underneath, we got, I've got that the wrong way up. We got Meccano Limited, and that one just says Hornby on there, and then made in England. So again, wheels running really nice and smoothly. I can't remember which one it is. I replaced it wasn't that one. It's much brighter. The rivet, hopefully we'll pick it out. Well, I can't remember which one. The wheel hanger, it was sort of, it'd come adrift, so I did have to remove the top of the wagon and put it back in again. I think I left these I didn't fold the centre ones back down again, so it should be evident as we look through them. So I think this is The same deal here. Let's have a grab of that. That's even shinier, that one. Definitely confusing the autofocus there. Roof in fairly nice condition. And it is just lovely, the detail that was printed on these. You can see the construction there. It's all sort of folded tabs and all clipped together. So what have we got underneath there? That one's just got Hornby rather than Dublo, and made in England. And is that Meccano Limited at the base there again? Yeah, that one. Yeah, so I've had the top off this one. Yeah, this is the one with the wheel hanger, because I didn't fold the tabs down on the two that I had tops off. So the rivets aren't bright enough for the ones I've had apart. So one of these wheel hangers was adrift, so we've repaired that one. I'll put that one down there, and we'll have a look at that. So this one's a slightly different colour to the other, so it's got a significant dent in the side of this one. So let's have a look round again. Roof not too bad a condition, it's quite matte compared to the other ones. Again, they do spin really, really nicely. So we'll just pop that down there. And then we've got one of the 3 meat wagons I've got here. Let's see if we can grab the focus on there. Now this is in fairly poor condition. I think this is one of the ones I showed that I brought back from Leicester. These roofs do just sort of slide on. Actually, there's one of these which has got holes drilled in the end of it, not this one. But I don't know whether it's one I've already picked up. I can't work out why it would have holes drilled in it. So you can see the sides of this one are definitely a way it's suffered over time. And I can't quite read the red printing on the side there, but I think it's more evident on this side. So we've got SR 10-ton meat van. A number of these seem to have had stickers. There's markings where it looks like there's been a sticker on the side. I don't know whether that's from a previous sales or somebody's been doing something to it. So again, this one, let's have a look under here. We just have is it Hornby on there, made in England, and Meccano Limited. Again, we're in shadow there. So again, I think that's quite a lovely thing. Detailing, I think it's just lovely. And this one's an LMS meat van. So a white roof on there. I don't know whether that one's been repainted. It's definitely suffered over time. It's bubbling up underneath. Again, different detailing on the ends. There you can see there's been something stuck to the side of that. And several of them have had things stuck in that area. Again, let's have a look. Can we see on that side there? There, the tin plate, the surface is definitely away, but it is just lovely detailing with this door and all these metal stays which hold these things together. You've got planking running in different detail. Sorry, let's bring the other meat wagon up there. So we've got planking running in opposite directions. So there's quite a bit of thought gone into these as they've been put together. So here's another one with the focus has got all over the place there. Let's see if we can encourage that. There we go. So LMS 6-ton. So let's just spin that around and have a look at the end. Very shiny on the ends there. And again, you can just see there's been something stuck to the side of that. So a number of I think the ones I brought back from the Train Collector show had all come from the same source. So again, that one has we just got Hornby on the bottom of that one rather than Dublo. Yeah, and again, the wheels run really, really nicely on that one. Did we have a look at the wheels on the bottom of this one? I can't remember. Short memory here. Yeah, that runs really, really nice. And again, that one's just got Hornby on the base of it. And moving down to the bottom row, we've got a couple of fish fans here. So I like this. This almost looks like a script in this black box there. Fish on the label there. Again, the roof is definitely away there. Have a look over there. Maybe I did close down the tabs on the one I replaced. No, that isn't it. Maybe we just haven't got to it yet, and this one has Hornby on it as well, and Meccano Limited. But they really are. There must be so many variations of these. Again, we're all over with the focus there. Again, got that blank plate there. I wonder whether that something could have been chalked in there. So we'll just have a quick look over that. Lovely. Actually, that's not as free as I was expecting it to be when I span that. Yeah, that one runs quite nicely though. But they are rather ancient, these things, I think. So they're doing rather well. These roofs are just slid on. I don't know whether we can. No. That one's not going to go. Let's have a look at this final one here. This one's definitely been in and out of the toy box a bit more than the others. I failed to find the one I replaced the coupling on. And this one, what have we got written on this one? This one's just Hornby as well, but LMS. And it is really being scuffed quite heavily, this one. Got dents in the roof and everything. There we go. So the one I did replace the coupling on, it must be sort of fairly invisible. Let's see if we can find the one with the holes. There we go. This one, that's the first one I picked up, has holes drilled in the end of it. I'm fairly sure that they're not a factory affair. And if you open this one, because I did open it when I discovered the holes, it's got cotton wool stuffed inside it. I'm assuming probably to dampen the sound down a little bit. I haven't gone ahead and opened all the. Actually, why don't we just take that cotton wool out of there, and then we can have a look at the basic construction of the inside of this one whilst we've got it. There, you can see that lovely construction on the inside there. So they're quite lovely things. There we take the whole thing off, and we can see how it's been, all the tabs have been folded in down this side and crimped together. So interesting to know why there would be holes there. I think if we get this lot back on the rails, and we'll get underway again. I got the roof back on here, but while I was putting that back on, I did go ahead and look more carefully, and this is the one I replaced the coupling with. So you can see there, don't know why I didn't spot it before. You can see where I've pulled that rivet out, it's just slightly marked the edge of the rivet. I've reused the rivet, I sunk a drill down and it just took the edge off the top end, left enough on it so when I pushed it back in, I could just sort of splay it out a little, and it's held it in reasonable shape there. So I'm hoping that's going to, well, at least for the life I'm going to use it, it's not going to get too much running. And then something I completely forgot when I was talking about there, I meant to mention this one. So this is a slightly later plastic bodied wagon. So we got information written on the end of the box here. What does it say on the side there? We've got authentic, fully detailed model with moulded body, die-cast metal base, and moulded spoke wheels and axles suitable for 2 and 3 rail running. So let's see if we can encourage that out of the box. So I think this is from a possibly slightly later period than most of the rest of these wagons here. So we've got 12-ton ventilated van. Let's see if we can just gently ease that one out of the box here. So this is a sort of completely different animal, really. Lovely illustration there on the box. I've got a ribbed roof. So the colour is not quite as rich as some of that tin plate printing, but the detail is just stunning, isn't it? I mean, this must have been in the period where Triang were just getting going, but Triang's models are really rather crude compared to the sort of moulded information in this particular model. And look at that lovely roof. It's quite a nice thing. So there's a tiny bit of damage. The roof's chipped there. but largely it's in lovely condition. So it has the metal couplings, great big screw through the bottom. We do have Hornby Dublo on the base of this one, and we've got those spoked wheels there. Let's give those a bit of a spin. Yeah, completely different sort of thing. Still in wheel hangers though. I think they kept this system of wheel hangers right through to their demise, I think. So getting the top off to get the wheel hangers out, a much simpler process with these, I think. But yeah, we'll get this back on the railway, and we'll include this one. I've got those all back on the rails, I think, in the order I took them off. And I did that one wagon with the wheels which weren't quite as free as the others. I did give that a bit of a going over and another light oil. It's improved it a little, and then we've got that more detailed plastic wagon on at the end. Let's give this a little power and see if we can get this to run off around the railway now. What I think we should do is just have once around here and then jump to the other side. So that's going to appear on the far side of the railway now. Down the back of the station. And I think we'll just bring it to rest just near this footbridge here, and we'll jump near the side. We'll just give this a little power, and we'll bring this around the railway once more, and then we'll see if we can make the route a little more interesting. See how well behaved all of those wagons and couplings are through a number of sets of points. Makes a terrific sound with all those wheels clicking over the track joints. And then under it goes. And we'll just bring it under the window, and then we'll fiddle with a little bit of the point work. So all good so far. I don't think that extra wagon has made a great deal of difference to the pulling power of this terrific locomotive. So we've seen this in an earlier video. I'll leave a link to that if you want to have a look at that model in a little more detail. So we've got points number 12 just in front here. So I'm pointing the camera in nearly the right place. So let's open that. So I've got the railway set up to just run as one railway at the moment. So let's grab this and see if we can get an interesting angle to roll through those points. Let's keep an eye on all of those wagons. Looking fairly encouraging so far. Actually, we'll just bring it around there, and then before we forget that crossover, we will sort it out. So we'll go back to it, and we'll make this one straight. All looks good. All sitting alongside the engine shed. A little more power in there, and this should run down the back of the station now. Over the diamond. Tiny hesitation there. Sometimes when you haven't run this for a while, it's the dust which settles on the rails which becomes the issue. So it causes sort of dead spot until you've given it a run in. So Through Rail has a great deal of use. I'll get the words out in the last couple of weeks or so. So sometimes you get sort of areas which are not quite as they should be. Now I think if we bring that around again and we'll bring it onto the inside of that station, so I need to open points number 18, so they're the ones hiding under there. I don't know whether we can see those. And then that'll come around here and we'll bring it into the station here. And let's see if I can use the uncoupler and see if we can leave that rake of wagons at the station. Good plan. Let's go above and give it a little more power. So if I come back further, we'll get more of those wagons in shot. I suppose we should get a bit closer to where it's going to come through this set of points under here. Nice set of curves for it to negotiate. So I'm just going to stop that there, and this is where it becomes difficult with the uncoupling. So what I'm going to do is put the camera down and see if I can set it up to point at the uncoupling rail while we give it a go. So let's, whoops, I knew I was going to send that in the wrong direction. So I need my hands free to use the button and the control. So let's see if this works properly. So we'll roll that forward. Not too bad. So let's just go back to the camera. Excuse me while I pick this up again. There we go. So switch over there for the uncoupler is there, and the ramp is there, and obviously you've got to control that, so we could have backed it up and done it, so I thought we'd give it a go at going over. So let's see if I can get the camera back into a sensible position. There we go. I don't like the control on the gimbal that does that. It's far too sensitive. So let's see if we can move this locomotive into a siding, and then what we'll do, we'll get that CoBo and we'll get the wagons. So we're just going to have to attend to a point here. So we've got number 6 and we'll need number 1. Yes, we'll definitely need to do number 6, so we want to go straight with 6, curved with number 1. So let's go forward. I'm only going curved with number 1 because as soon as I throw number 6, it'll be sitting in a dead spot. So let's send number 6 curved again. And then actually I want to put it in that one because we came out of those two earlier, but I think we'll put it in there. Good plan, number 8. So we'll go for number 8. Wants to be curved. Yeah, so I'm going to get over the next, well, I keep saying this, but this is the next big job to do, to get the point indicators done with all of the points. So I had thought I was going to do it over Christmas, but that didn't happen. Let's see if we can go backwards. I've stopped on a really stupid place there on the diamond crossing. Let's leave that there and see if I can undo the points there. So that's number 8. So let's send number 8 straight again, and we'll change number 1. Can we see it? Straight, and let's do number 6 also straight. Holding the camera in the wrong hand, it's difficult to hold it still. With the left hand, it's much easier with the right hand. So now let's get the CoBo. So we get the CoBo out here. So number 11 now. We want to make number 11 straight. Now when I fiddled with the CoBo, it's the plastic coupling and metal coupling thing, which has been an issue in the past. It doesn't work with I can't get it to work with the uncoupler. Whoops, wrong direction. I can never remember which is the forward direction, so we've got a slight stutter on the rails there. There. So I think if we change number 11 again, so yeah, let's see. You can see the sort of dirt which builds up on these rails. Actually, I should have left points number 1 open at this end to get it back onto the main line. So points number 1 curved, and that will go back onto the outside line. Let's give that a go. I've got the CoBo the wrong way around really, so I'll keep, excuse the emergency, I'll keep going that way. So I've definitely got the CoBo on the rails, or what it thinks is the wrong way around. So let's try and remember to run that one in reverse. So I've got So apart from the stutters, I'm going to give that track a little bit of a light clean. I'm just going to do a light bit of track rubber on there, and I'm going to have a quick look at the underside of the CoBo and see what's going on there. Very light rub. And let's have a look at the underside here. So I suppose we've got a bit of a build-up of dirt on those. So again, this is not a one-handed thing. Let me see if we can set the camera up again. Let's point downwards. Will that point in there? Let's see if we can sort this out. Yeah, that's a bit cleaner. So of course I ran the CoBo in there yesterday, and all was good. Just have a look at those traction tyres on there. Recently Mr. Snoozer's had a video, and he'd come across one of his models he'd left over the summer stationary, and the tyres had all gone melted, and you can see I can see a similar thing happening there. They're disintegrating to quite a degree. Let's see if we can return the camera to a sensible position. Excuse the movement. No, there we go. That's what I was expecting to happen. So let's see if we can get that on the rails, but we'll put it the other way around so I don't keep forgetting to turn it in the wrong direction. Let's pop this on here, and we'll start from this position again. So all unplanned, this bit. Let's open that one. There we go. Now this time, let's make the CoBo go backwards. What a difference. So just the build-up of dirt on those pickups, giving the track a little bit of a wipe. So let's make that go curved. And after all that, I can't remember whether I left points number 1, what state I left it in. So let's just have a look visually over there. Yeah, we got it. So let's swing back around. This has turned out to be a great deal lengthier than I thought, the video. So let's... There we go, and we're not going back into the turntable. We do have an uncoupling. That was always going to happen with this length of wagons, I think. At some stage, I did have an extensive fiddle with these. I was quite impressed at how long we've managed to run these without an uncoupling. So let's give that another go. All the way onto the outside. Now I'm just going to close points number 1, reaching over my shoulder here. So it's quite effortless. That's pulling that without too much trouble at all. So I think just to finish off, rather than let this go on and on, let's see if we can back that back into a siding. See if we can tempt fate. See if it will run over these points backwards. Let's stop about there. So let's go with points number 1, and if I hold that in the other hand, we can see what's going on. So we've got, whoops, I've got number 2 by accident there. There, points number 1. Here we go. So if we get number 2 by accident, I'd notice it. What we're going to get is unscheduled movement in the station there. So then we want number 6. So let's see if I can grab number 6. So we want to go curved there. 7 is good. That's the point that's been playing up in the past. It's been behaving itself for the last few goes. So let's get this into the siding. Looking good so far, but then we've got a stall here. And let's try that again. So I think I just want to try that again and see if we get a similar stall. Yeah, it's a lot of work going over that point work. You can hear wheels colliding with check rails and that sort of thing. So this really is all terribly crude. I think that's probably it for this time. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing that bit of fiddling with the railway. And if you look back again next time, we'll see if we can have something interesting, something else interesting to look at on the railway. Goodbye now.